Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria, where we update you on what's happening now in the 36 states of the Nigerian Federation. I'm Olumide Macaulay, and also happy holidays to our viewers. We begin in the southwestern part of the country, and the latest on the release of the former secretary to the federal government, Chief Olu Falaye. He may have been freed from the hands of kidnappers, where he was made to sleep on the floor for 4 days and trekked several kilometers to get to the hideouts of his abductors. But the incident has raised several questions that security operatives, including the Inspector General of Police, hopes to find answers to as soon as possible. As you can see, residents of the state have also increased their security awareness level to cope with the challenges of the new trend. Some jubilation going on his release, the images you're seeing right now. And for an update further on what the mood is like in the state, any other information, we're now being joined on telephone by our correspondent, Femi Ojomo. Hello, Femi.
Security challenges like this, they are new trends, they are emerging trends. It's not only localized in Nigeria, it's a global thing. We are going to devise strategies to ensure that, hoodlums can never.
Okay, that was what was being said there from the images that we saw. But we're trying to speak to our correspondent, Femi Ojomo, who's going to tell us what's happening as far as any further information after his release. Hello, Femi. Femi, if you can hear me, what was the nature of his release from the security operatives? Are you getting any information as to how he was set free? We do apologize, our correspondent there, who was supposed to be telling us what's happening as far as the release of former secretary to the government of the Federation, Chief Olu Falaye, is concerned. We understand he is hale and hearty in spite of the ordeal that he went through, and he has been reunited with his family. And any further information, we will keep you in the know. From there, in the southwest, soldiers of the Nigerian Army who were wounded in their battle against insurgency in the Sambisa Forest and Gwoza are not left out of the Eid el-Kabir celebration in Adamawa State, northeast of Nigeria. The Chief of Army Staff, Major General Tukur Buratai, marked the festivities by giving food to the wounded soldiers. The brigade commander, Colonel Abba Kukola, represented the Chief of Staff at the Army Medical Center, where the wounded soldiers are receiving treatment. He says the visit is in the spirit of the season.
The Chief of Army Staff personally served the soldiers there. And here I would have loved to follow the step of the Chief of Army Staff. But we allow the soldiers to exercise themselves since we brought them out of the ward for them to be served and then to eat unamis.
And the Eid el-Kabir celebrations continued in Adamawa State with the mini Doba at the Lamido and Adamawa's Palace in Yola, the state capital. His Royal Highness, Dr. Bakindo Muhammadu Aliyu Mustafa, called on the people of the state to live in unity, love one another, and be obedient to their leaders and constituted authority. The Doba witnessed a colorful display of culture and tradition of the people of the northeastern state. Dignitaries who attended the occasion spoke to Channels Television, re-echoing the message of peace.
We need peace for our community, for our society. We need unity. We need to be abiding with our faith, which preach peace and unity.
Thank the Almighty Allah for full Salah celebrations. And we're also very pleased that Channel Television is here with us to celebrate. And we look forward for peace and security for Nigeria. We pray for Nigeria for peace and security.
And staying with the festivities in the spirit of the season, the wife of the president, of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, has continued to advocate for peace and stability in the country. After the Eid al-Kabir prayers at the Anur Mosque in Wuse 2, Abuja on Thursday, Mrs. Aisha Buhari proceeded to spend the rest of the day at an orphanage in Gwagwalada. She says that every child has a right to be raised by parents in a home. She affirmed that the more than 1 million children displaced by insurgency will soon go back to their homes due to the renewed efforts to tackle Boko Haram. She had lunch and prayed with the children of the FCT Unity Children Home in Gwagwalada, where she also inspected the current situation of the hotel, the rooms and facilities for the children.
Every child in Nigeria has the right to live or to be raised in a family and to have access to good health care, education, protection, and also the nurture. I hope and pray that the caregivers or the caretakers of the children will continue giving them the love, the nurturing they needed in order to develop their self-esteem and confidence, in which they actualize their full potentials in life.
From the Federal Capital Territory, where Mrs. Aisha Buhari was sending her own messages of peace and consolation during the Eid al-Kabir celebrations, we're going to take a quick recess, and when we come back, the messages of peace and unity continue, and this time it's in Anambra State. Stay with us.